I would say, you know, there was good and bad. I think expectations were really, really low for the September quarter, and so that's some of what we're seeing is just relief that yes, they are going to ship some new iPhones, that there is going to be a cycle coming. But I thought there was good and bad. You know, John mentioned the inventory reduction. The bad side of that is, you know, Apple anticipated a pause in demand in front of this new phone, and it doesn't seem like we're getting it, which says that, you know, people still want to buy iPhones, which is great, but it also says that they don't care enough about the new one to wait a few months.
Yes, but explain this valuation. We talk about how ginormous it's gotten, $800 billion company. It's still trading less than 18 times earnings. That's less than the overall market. It's a big discount to the overall technology sector and even the consumer staples sector. So how is that justified given a quarter like this and the outlook that Apple just provided?
Well, I think you have to take a step back and look at the multi-year outlook. And, you know, over the last couple of years, we've grown profit not at all, zero. And if you look at, you know, iPhone still generating over 65% of the gross profit, that is a saturated market at the high end. And yes, they're growing services, but you've had declines in other businesses. And if you're looking forward, I think it's really hard to get growth rates that are, you know, anything more than maybe mid-single digit. And so from that perspective, when you're comping it to other technology companies, even big ones, Google, Facebook, those companies are growing extremely fast. And I think it's really hard to argue that Apple should be worth anything close to them.
Shawn, when you look at Apple's services business and the fact that I think it was Tim Cook who pointed out on the call, payments capability has recently accelerated in international markets, and that's a big part of what's driving it. How important do you think that business is to investors, given, I mean, the iPhone is pretty much what seems to be driving this story?
Yeah, the services, I mean, as you know, the hardware markets are tough, and there's always margins and inventory and a lot of things to deal with. The things that people love about services, of course, are these margins, and I think they're up to 185 million subscriptions, I believe, of people, you know, subscribing to apps, and they're just collecting a toll. They don't really have any cost of goods on that. So I think it's quite important. They never really figured out ads, and that's where you see a lot of the growth of Facebook and Google. So I think it's important, but you know, there needs to be more.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.